Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. Very emotional, and it's causing you to shut down and to back away and to close off. Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ace of Cups. Work on it. Seven of Swords and the Hangman. I feel like you're not standing up for yourself in a situation, and you're letting your emotions or your heart get in the way, and it's almost causing you to back away. Sometimes we know in our head that a situation is right and that it's something that we need to do, but in our heart we're like, okay, you know, I want to stay in this relationship, or I want to stay in this situation because I feel this way or I feel that way, and I feel like it's almost like I feel like your heart's getting in the way of your head. And I feel like you have to look at what this potential, what is this going to lead to if you keep yourself in this energy? I feel like you're sad. I feel like you're emotional. I feel like you're up and down. I feel like you're closing off. But you have to realize that you're in control of the actions that you take and the things that you do, and what you surround yourself with, and that you're choosing to keep yourself in this situation. And that you have to look at, what is this long-term effects of my choices that I'm making? And when you're holding on to something that isn't serving you, you're stopping yourself from receiving the things that are good for you, that will serve you. The overall energy is, I feel like it's like you're deceiving yourself here, because this Seven of Swords is like deception, right? Because this person is stealing the swords and is sneaking away, and he's leaving two swords, but he's taking some of the swords, but he feels like he's getting away with something, but really he's not. And it's almost like he's looking back at the Hangman and seeing things from a different perspective and saying, okay, I have to look at this differently. That I'm deceiving myself in this situation, that I think that I'm doing good, or I'm thinking that this is the right situation for me, but it's really not. So I also feel like it's kind of, it's time to cut your losses and take what you can, and to move on from the situation. But I feel like the big thing is stepping back. Sometimes when we're in the middle of a situation that we can't really see what's going on, like we know what's going on, but we're not really seeing the full effect. But like people around us will say things, and they'll make comments, and it's like, I feel like that's something that we need to listen to, because we're not able to see things because we have those rose-colored glasses on. So I feel like it's something that, I feel you know what it's doing to you, and I feel like you know that you're like moody, and you're emotional, and you're up and down, and you're starting to close off, and I feel like you know what's going on, but I feel like stepping away and seeing the reality of like, I just feel like there's this emptiness if you stay in this situation. But I feel that you want this Ace of Cups, and you want your cup to be overflowing with happiness and excitement. But this is something that you have to work on. I feel like, just like I was saying before, is that you put yourself in, you have to realize that you're making the choices that you stay in, and you're making the choices that you walk away from. Yes, there are certain situations that we have to deal with, but if it's something that's not making you happy, how can you change it? How can you change it up to where it becomes something that is more manageable? You know, if you're in a relationship that's, you know, you're financially bound to that, but then, okay, so then how can you turn that around? Like, you know, is there a different job that you can get, or is there, you know, help from friends or family, or loans that you can take out, or like at least research the options that you have and see if there's a way for you to make a change and for you to make a difference. Sitting here in the chair and just staring at the thing and being emotional and having, you know, not making an effort to do anything is not going to find the solution. That's what I think. I mean, we all have our own opinions, but that's kind of what I'm getting in from this reading from the cards, is that, you know, not standing up for you and taking action is just going to cause you to close off. There's a message that's trying to get through to you without a doubt, right? Hearing the message, hearing the signs, that it's time for you to stand up with this Seven of Swords. Yes, I feel like you've been focusing on these 3 spilled cups, but there's an opportunity that's right behind you. Like, you have to change. Like, this person, if he always sits in this position, then he's never going to see what's behind him. He's never going to see the 2 cups behind him. He's always going to be looking at these 3 spilled cups. So even if he just moves just a little and he's like, hey, wait a minute, look what I got behind me, right? It's, where is your attention directed towards? And I feel like right now it's directed towards these 3 spilled cups. But you can change things. You can turn things around. You have the power to do that. Like, you have to realize that through this Hanged Man. Seeing things from a different perspective and taking control of a situation. And what does that lead to, right? I love it. It's that 10 of Pentacles. It's that Ace of Cups. You have to work on it. You have to make an effort to make those changes. You are powerful. I love the Magician. You have the power to find a solution for this situation. Being open to all opportunities, being open to all solutions. It could just be something that's temporary, right? It could just be something that, okay, temporarily I'm going to have to take on a second job, or temporarily I'm just going to have to deal with this, but I know that there's an ending. I know that it's going to lead me to something better. Sometimes we just have to deal with those things that we don't really want to do, but in the long run, it helps us to gain our 10 of Pentacles and our Ace of Cups, and that's what we have to realize. We have the Devil, so I feel like there's toxic energy that's around you. I feel like sometimes we fight against ourselves and we can be our own worst enemies. But the Devil card also can represent coming into your own power, opening the doors to new opportunities, to not be afraid of new opportunities, things that make us feel uncomfortable, right? Pushing your boundaries, pushing you out of your comfort zone. But that's to show you how strong you actually are. Challenges are what makes us stronger. Those times that we have those difficult situations, where we have those challenging situations, I feel like those are the times that we learn the most about ourselves, to realize how strong we actually are, and that we don't want to give up on ourselves, right? That if we're not happy, that we have the power to change that. It's so easy to make excuses. Well, this and that and this and that and this and that. Yeah, it's super easy to make excuses and to stay in a situation. But that's a choice that you're making. All right, we have Invention, burning with passion, getting your fire, getting your energy, getting your excitement level up, burning with passion to make a change. That if you're not happy with something, that you have that passion to make a change. And then we have Vulture Spirit. Nothing is wasted. No opportunity. If an opportunity comes in, or a chance comes in, or an idea comes in, that's not something that's wasted. That is an opportunity to make change. That you, even if it's not where you want to go, say you want to rise up in your career, but for a little while you're going to have to do this other job, right? Not really what you want to do, but it's a stepping stone to get to where you want to be. That it's not wasted, right? You can learn some information, make the best of the situation. You can learn from it. Okay, what can I learn from this situation? And then use that as a stepping stone to move to your next level. Not seeing as wasted, because if you think of something as wasted time and you're angry and you're frustrated, then you're surrounding yourself with this negativity, and you're not going to gain anything from it because you're so busy being irritated and frustrated that you're not going to be able to move to the next level. All right, let's close out with an Angel Answers for this reading. We have success. I love it. I love it. Success. Yes, success is yours. Whatever that success represents for you, whatever that means for you, even if it's just being happy or it's just moving from the situation, if it's just being in this Ace of Cups where your cup is overflowing, right? If it's just saying, hey, I was so proud of myself for actually working on the situation and not letting it turn into a toxic situation, that's a success for me because I saw that there was a problem. I didn't accept something that was less than what I deserve, and I made changes. I did something about it, that I just didn't sit in this energy here, but I did something to make changes, that I didn't stay in this Four of Pentacles energy where I was shutting down and turning off, that I made changes. And to be proud of yourself for that. And that gives you that energy, right? That starts that burning with passion for you to go after other things and to pursue and do other things, and that starts the ball rolling. You never know what that thing is that can start the ball rolling for you to find that Ten of Pentacles and to find that Ace of Cups, right? All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.